everyone, to those working fangirls, where we talk all things nerdy book, TV, movie, pop culture, fandoms, and how they integrate into our adult lives. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Christine, and today we have special guest Chloe for our Halloween spectacular.
Hi, friends. I'm supposed to say, hi, woo. That's what's in the doc, so... Hi, friends. Missed you.
Chloe's here with me in my house. So
yes.
We are in the same...
And we're in love.
Yes.
Yes.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Okay, so today we are doing the Halloween spectacular, talking our Halloween faves, memories, costumes, movies, shows, and more. And if you're watching for a special treat, today we are dressed up as our pets, or in Chloe's case,
My dream pet, okay? So if you can't see me, I am dressed as a snake because I've wanted a snake forever. And I look crazy good.
She looks great.
she's so cute.
Thank you. Should I just paint myself green every day?
I think you should. Why is green such a good color to paint yourself?
Okay, Alpha Bahoo.
I'm dressed as Bellamy today. I have the bandana that I always put on him from Outlander.
I've had those things for years.
And little ears. I did a poof because he's got a nice poof in his hair.
I mean, I love Christine in a poof. I think when I picture you, I still picture you in a poof, even though I never knew you like in peak poof era.
The
Thanks.
braided poof. I'm dressed up as Nico, my husky. A little bit on the furry side. Because these ears are definitely what furries buy, but it's okay. Or I look like someone from Cats because...
No, now that you've said furry, I definitely see furry.
Great, I shouldn't have said that.
See, mine, like, these ears that I got on Amazon were the only brown dog ears. They didn't have any floppy ones, like Goofy. I should have just gone Goofy ears.
Again, I thought Christine was a mouse.
So did Chloe.
But she's a very cute mouse.
It's okay.
I need to have my tongue out for it to look like a dog.
Just the whole episode.
All right, so we're going to move into our Halloween spectacular nonsense, Halloween memories, Halloween faves. But first, we have a lot of Snap Crackle pop culture news today, and I'm going to bring us in first with some Today in Taylor Swift, because a lot of shit has gone down with Taylor Swift in the last 2 weeks, because we were off last week. So we didn't get to talk about things like Taylor going to the Yankee game with Travis Kelce.
Oh my God, it was so cute.
It was very cute. And how Shawn Mendes and Joe Jonas decided to move their October 18th album releases, weirdly, right before the 18th. And so we all were like, oh my God, what's coming? Because you know what people do when they find out that Taylor Swift is dropping an album? They move their album date. So we were all very excited because October 18th is also the day that the Eras Tour comes back, that Taylor Swift comes back to work and in Miami. So we were all kind of waiting anxiously for Rep TV. She didn't drop it, but the morning of the 18th, she dropped a reel where she walked into the stadium wearing these jeans and this yellow sweatshirt. I literally have these.
Of course you do.
Like, she's literally wearing an outfit I have.
Yeah.
And she was petting her cat, Meredith. And, oh, no, wait, that was Olivia.
Wait, you should
Olivia.
100% recreate this. If you have the outfit,
Oh,
recreate
I
it
could.
with Bellamy.
Oh, I know I could. I know, I already have plans.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I was worried, so.
I was actually debating wearing it today. I was like, should I just be Taylor Swift with Bellamy today?
No.
But anyway, no. Anyway, then for the show, if you missed it, okay, she had a new Fearless outfit, which she's had a lot of new Fearless outfits. But the big thing was that when she came out for Reputation, and I was streaming this as I was walking the dog because I was like, I can't miss if she announces Reputation. So I was watching the live stream, and she walks out, and she's like in the dark in the beginning of the Reputation section. And then she comes out into the light, and everybody loses their fucking minds because she has yet to ever change her outfit for the Reputation section of the Eras Tour until last night. And it was black and gold, and the snake on it is so much cooler and very reminiscent of the snake that she used to have on stage with her on the Rep Tour that everyone calls Karen. And everyone's like, Karen's back, because it's on her outfit. And it was epic because it was raining, and it started raining during the rep section, and the lighting is just, there's all these reels from the moment when it transitions from Don't Blame Me to What You Made Me Do, and it's like dun, and then like the light flashes and it's just pouring on her, and she's like dun, like throws her arms out. Oh my god, it was so
it was
epic.
crazy. Yeah,
It was so good.
It was so good. I had no idea it was called Karen. That feels like not a cool name.
Oh, I don't like that.
So it was a joke in like a Tumblr post. Someone called it to her, I guess, and then she called it in a Tumblr post Karen, and then everyone started calling it Karen.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I learned yesterday.
Oh, I do think that the bodysuit is so beautiful. It's definitely, I think,
it's
my favorite.
An upgrade.
Yeah, 100%.
She needed an upgrade. I can't believe she was just wearing that one for the last year and a half.
Well, on purpose.
feel
She was
like-
planning to make a statement.
I guess. I feel like she's trolling us so hard, though. A
No.
part of me feels like she thinks it's funny.
No. There's something here. Because also, another big thing that happened is that she announced that on November 29th, at Target only, there's going to be released a book of photos from the tour with like exclusive like journaling excerpts from her on all of it, like thoughts and stuff throughout the tour. And in the commercial for it, it flips through the book and it stops at the Reputation section and goes through that so you could see it, and then flips back to the rest of the book. So like that's also a weird hint that
Christine,
Reputation is coming.
I'm just tired.
Me too.
We're all tired. But you
just
gotta keep believing
I
because
know.
it's gonna happen. And this is the clearest sign she's ever given us. She
I felt like
changed
the albums-
Rep Tour.
I feel like the albums being postponed was like real evidence, and I was like, "This is
Yeah, it was.
And
I was
now
sad.
I'm like, nothing is real. It's all
I don't know.
fake.
I still think it's coming soon because it has to. It has to. This is the thing. This whole Eras Tour was about re-releasing her fucking albums.
But
so
she still
it's gonna
has
be
another one after it, though.
Yeah, she's
I know, but debut can be used in like a way to like complete the reclamation because it's called Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
So I really feel like Reputation would come first. She has a plan. We're just trying to figure it out. And she's made us into crazy people trying to figure it out. Like,
What do you mean
I was thinking
she's
about this last night.
made us into crazy people?
No,
We were
Chloe,
fully
you didn't
already
know me
crazy.
before this, but I was always like, people on the internet are so annoying and so stupid. Like, they don't know anything and they should just stop. But, like, then I get sucked in until I didn't get sucked until Rep because I didn't care about the other drops. And then Reputation's my favorite album, my favorite era. It's the last one. We've seen her do all the other drops. So we've learned what she does leading up to the drops. So she's made us into crazy people watching for these hints that she did before for the other albums. But the anthology is finally going to be available. The entire anthology of the Tortured Poets Society is going to be available on November 29th, only at Target.
Thank
so
God.
finally, you can get that on record or on CD if you want it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my big Taylor Travis news. They were out a lot. They went out to dinner with Blake and Ryan. If you missed it, some cute pics.
I have never felt this way about a man before in my life, but I think that Travis looks better with a buzz cut. Sorry. Hot take.
I really would like to see him without the mustache because I feel like he's got too much just hair everywhere.
I love the stash, though. I say keep the stash and cut the hair. You know me, though. I love facial hair.
You do.
I'm gonna ride a mustache to the dawn. Yeah.
Christine? Or silence in this?
Because I don't have any thoughts on Travis, really.
Oh.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's a handsome man.
Okay.
But, all right. Also, one more quick thing for Taylor Swift. People Magazine released a special Eras Tour edition that I saw at CVS and thought it was old, but it was new. And in it, she just talks about how the final tour is going to have new songs and new outfits and new surprises to keep everyone excited.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yep. All right. You want to take us through this, Natasha?
All right. In Pride and Prejudice news, lots of things dropped over the last few weeks. I did some like heavy reporting here. I just want you all to know because I feel like there has been some like false things happening. Okay. For instance, Christine, like first she sent me a thing where I already knew about that Netflix is doing a Pride and Prejudice TV show. So that news was dropped. However, the person who first reported it was Daily Mail, and they're not always ones to trust. And
a reputable source.
yeah, so they were the first ones that picked it up. Deadline then got a hold of the news, and then they asked Netflix for a quote, and they declined. So this is all just a report because the main report is Netflix is planning on doing a Pride and Prejudice TV show of the book adapted by Dolly Alderton, and she wrote the book Everything I Know About Love. And I feel that for this project to get off the ground floor, someone from her camp like leaked this to get people excited.
Oh, smart.
Yes. And then there was another follow-up that Daisy Edgar Jones might be playing Elizabeth Bennet, which is also like just a report. Like it's not actually.
That was really smart too. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's huge.
Yeah.
Big brained, all of it.
And a lot of people are like in the like Pride and Prejudice community, which I'm a part of, are not.
Which I'm
They're a little bit bored of this. They think the casting of Daisy is a little boring
Oh, talk
because it's kind of like it's to be expected.
yeah, it girl vibes.
It girl vibes. She's like the skinny brunette of the time right now, so like it makes sense. Like I think if they want to do Pride and Prejudice, like they've already done a TV series, they've already done a movie.
Get
like,
a blonde in there.
they should get someone who is like they should have a more diverse casting.
Oh, 100%.
Get Margot Robbie.
Skinny blonde.
Yeah, so not to get everyone's hopes down because everyone was very excited about this news. It might not be something that is actually happening. Like
That's
it's
cool, though.
conniving of them, but very interesting.
smart, very Slytherin behavior. I like that Megan put in the chat, Detective Natasha. Detective Natasha for Pride and Prejudice.
I have to know.
She's got her monocle. She's reading the fine print.
I mean, my start was in entertainment news. Like, I had to find the
Yeah.
source. I was like, oh, I need to know. Okay, but in good Pride and Prejudice news, at the exact same time, which I thought was very interesting on their part.
Oh yeah, we've
because
got the accent, babes.
It happened at the same time. The BBC announced that they are doing a 10-part TV show about Mary Bennet. Okay. So this is a book called The Other Bennet, and it's based on Janice Hadlow's novel of the same name. The series will focus on Mary Bennet, Lizzie's unassuming. She's always the one who's like dressed in Pride and Prejudice in like the brown and the gray and the black, and she's the one who's like plays the piano.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's Mary Bennet. We'll focus on Mary Bennet, Lizzie's unassuming and oft overlooked middle sibling. Unlike her sister, Mary isn't your typical period drama heroine. She is awkward, anxious, preachy, full of facts, a terrible singer, overlooked by her mother, and seemingly destined to an empty dance card for the rest of her life until Mary takes matters into her own hands.
I feel like she's gonna be super relatable, and I
think so,
love
too.
that.
I just hope whoever they cast is actually supposed to be plain looking.
Oh, I doubt it. I'm gonna say
I
right
mean,
now.
it's gonna be like one of those people who are actually really pretty, but like at first, maybe without makeup, you think that they look plain.
It feels like it's about to be like a makeover story. Like,
Yeah.
like this is gonna be like season 3.
They need to do that
Bridgerton.
well, though, because makeover stories, I feel like now, first of all, overdone epically. No one's ever going to top Princess Diaries. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Never.
Drop.
Okay, I guess I can't talk today. I went to the club last night. Sorry,
She's
you
a
guys.
snake, guys.
In the club.
I
we all
literally,
fly.
no, I literally went to the club last night, and I texted Natasha, and I was like, I just left the club, and I felt so cool. But I guess I can't speak today because of it.
We're both on working on 4 hours of sleep, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's okay.
Anyways, okay, that's the Pride and Prejudice news, and I hope
Alright.
that you guys are excited and also feel good about me doing my detective work because I don't want hopes to be like,
Crushed. Yeah.
crushed.
I love watching your joy. Like, I love watching Christine talk about Taylor Swift because her joy brings me joy. I love watching you talk about Pride and Prejudice because your joy brings me joy. And I don't love it at the same level, but I love that you love it.
Oh, thank you.
That's very sweet. I have some big book news that's dropping this week.
I saw this on the dock and I freaked out.
She's like, wait, she's announcing.
I was like,
now.
So it's not going to drop. It'll be dropped once this episode goes live. But anyone who's here live, you're getting the scoop a couple days early because it's dropping on Tuesday. But my fifth
Wait, drum
novel.
roll.
My fifth novel is called See You at Twilight. And if you've been watching my videos, I've been saying the acronym, which is SIAT.
I like the other acronym better.
Well, yeah,
don't know
my
what it
fourth book acronym is TAFAFA, which is fun to say.
which is
Yeah.
very fun to say.
Okay, but the fifth book is called See You at Twilight, and the first little blurby of like what it's about is dropping. So, Christine Riccio's new adult rom-com See You at Twilight, where a disillusioned law school grad who bails on her wedding sets out to visit the settings from her favorite book franchise in a desperate attempt to reclaim her personality. Only her last-minute planning means she ends up stuck carpooling with a self-aware, sarcastic nerd who's on his own trip of self-discovery. Together, they might find love and unearth the best versions of themselves, pitched as Eat, Pray, Love meets Fangirl to Eileen Rothschild at Saturday Books in an exclusive...
Yeah!
So...
I'm so excited about this one.
Thank you. Me too. I was just so excited to pitch something like fandom related, and Fangirl was just like such a big book for me. I felt so seen by that, and I can't wait to write like my own version of something like that. And yeah, the lead is 25, and she just finished law school.
25.
I know. She just took the bar, and she's about to get married to her fiance of 2 years. And
Yeah,
then,
so that's not where I'm at 25.
no.
But
Well, what happens?
I love this girl. I love
is
that for her.
She does it.
Yeah,
she
right.
runs away. She pulls a runaway bride, and that's how the book starts.
And this is an adult romance.
This is new adult. It's considered new adult, but like, yeah, adult. It's because she's 25. So Saturday. There will be a spice scene. Yes, there will be a spice scene. So this is Saturday Books is the new adult branch of Wednesday Books.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I love the theme. They said,
Yeah.
this is
Oh.
your Saturday book.
I didn't even get that.
What's there to get?
I didn't understand that it was Wednesday books and then Saturday books. Like I that's fun. Okay. Are there going to be other days of the week's books?
I don't know.
They're
I mean,
their fantasy branch is Sunday,
what's their adult book?
and Monday.
This is new adult.
Tuesday feels middle grade to me. Yeah.
Tuesday Tuesday does feel middle grade.
Monday's
Monday's
feels
adult.
like a child.
No.
Monday's child.
Really?
Maybe Friday.
Friday
night
is like
is
adult.
Adult. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
What's
yeah,
young
I'm very excited.
Wednesday?
It's slated for 2026 fall, which sounds
so
far away. But to be
It's 2
honest,
years.
I've put like 1,000 words of this book down so far, so I need the
time.
The time. Well, the book is due early next year, and my fourth book is due very soon.
I was going to say, like,
Next week.
Next week. Yeah. Christine can't see me because it's due next week, and I'm leaving for 2 months.
So anyway, my next book's called Secret Twilight. I'm really excited. No, not
Yay!
next. Sorry, fifth book. Fifth book.
Can I just be a proud bestie for a second? How fucking cool is it that you have your fourth and your fifth book
I know.
lined up
Lined
already?
up,
And you get to
baby.
be like, oh, this is for my fifth, this is for my... Like, that's so fucking cool. I'm so proud of you. You bad bitch.
Thank you. That's really nice. I'm kind of freaking out, but it's because
That's
I'm working on the
valid
first
too.
drafts.
Yeah.
This must be what like actors feel like when they get like a big role and then they have another
The one coming.
and then they don't have any other movies coming out for like 2 years, and then they're like, all right, well, my life's gonna change in like 2 years, which I feel like is what's gonna be happening with you. But knock on wood, because I know you're superstitious, but I'm very proud of you.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. And we'll be with you the whole time. Live, laugh, loving.
Live, laugh, loving. All right, y'all. So last up we have a couple things really quickly. Well, we're working on getting merch up and running, so we're hoping to get those
yeah.
Forking Fangirls merch up by November. We ordered sample pieces from the site that we're using now, and hopefully they come. We love them, and we can make the site go live.
Are you going to send it to me in Seattle?
Yeah, once we figure out which one we're going with.
Yep.
So we're very excited about that. My book, Attached at the Hip, my third book is out right now. If you guys didn't know, I'm an author. That's what I was just talking about with my new book. And it's called Attached at the Hip. It's a Survivor-esque rom-com. I love it. It is my favorite child that has been born. And if you read her and loved her, Attached at the Hip, available wherever books are sold and link in the show notes. It's really, really helpful to me if you review her on your favorite, or not favorite, wherever you got her, wherever you read her. So if you did Audible there, if you did, it's very helpful on Amazon to review it, because that's how all these sites,
The algorithm.
the algorithm shows the book to new readers. It's just based on like how many reviews it has. So if you could take a second, just write anything a little there. You know, it doesn't have to be elaborate, or just like rating it. If you liked it, it's really helpful. So thank you so much. If you've already done that, I really appreciate you.
I did. Do I get a gold star?
Thank you. You do. You do. Thank you. Gold star. Gold star. I also just want to mention, because this was so fangirly giddy to me to watch, the Suki Waterhouse prank calling Robert Pattinson for Elle magazine.
That was so fun when it just like popped up. I was like,
I know. So she prank calls him on speakerphone.
Not the plane. Not the plane. I love that. I love that we're starting to get these like fun interviews again, and like just silly things. Like bring that back. I love the silly.
Well, she like calls him and she's like, "Hi, my darling angel."
oh, the British in them, I love.
And he's like, "Hi, did you just call me Peppa Pig?" And she's like, "Yes, my darling angel." Or like, I forget what he said, it was something random. And then she's like, "Hi, so I was just, I got the offer to host that show, Love Is Blind, and I was thinking we could do it together." And he's like,
What?
"I'm
show?
sorry, are you joking?" She's like, "I think it'd be really good for you." And he's like, "I'm sorry, are you mad?"
I love that they like. She also had to remind him like, no, that show we watched together. Like they watched it together. I'm wondering like the UK version
I
or
bet.
the USA. Yeah,
I bet it was the UK version, because I don't remember that. Like, "Are you my type? Are you my type?"
I don't remember that in the UK version.
We all know how Chloe feels about Love is Blind, so.
What? I don't know how you feel about
I don't know
it.
how you feel about Love is Blind.
Oh, really? I feel
Nobody knows.
Okay, well, okay, you're all about to. Okay. It makes me lose faith in humanity. Specifically men.
Regular men don't make you lose faith in humanity too.
Not the men I know. They're better than the men that they fucking get on the show, man. The men that they get on Love is Blind, I think they pulled out of a sewer, most of them.
A lot of them they did.
A lot of them. And some of the women, too. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is going on?
Chloe, they're looking for good television as well as love.
No, I know. And see, that's my issue with like love-based reality TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just...
I really struggle with it because it's all about the show, and I get that's why people want to watch, but it really disheartens me, and like I'm
still
sad.
rooting for love so much from these people. Like there's the one couple from Love is Blind right now that by the time this goes live we'll know if they got to the altar or not. But like Garrett and Taylor, I really want them to make it.
There's a few couples from Love is Blind that I genuinely feel like are wonderful humans and are going to make it. And there's obviously the first season. What's their name?
I don't know their names.
I don't remember that. Cam,
yeah. But like I struggle now to watch it in its later seasons because I feel like everyone is on there just like with The Bachelorette for the wrong reasons. Like for Bachelor.
I'm just so entertained by like the experimental aspect of it, like the fact that you don't see them. I feel like that part of it, like you can't fake that, obviously.
I think that we've decided though that love isn't blind.
I think love itself is blind, but love is not enough to form a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
There's way more to it. That's what the experiment
agree.
really shows.
Yeah, that's valid. That's a good take.
All right.
Wow.
Last but not least, I thought this had to do, like, it feels Halloween-y. So Anna Kendrick's directorial debut just landed on Netflix. It is called Woman of the Hour, and it has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's about an aspiring actress that crosses paths with a serial killer in the 70s, and they're cast on an episode of The Dating Game.
Wow.
And it's based on a true story, and I'm really excited to watch it.
Based on a true story. That's so cool. I had no idea she wanted to direct or that she was going to.
Yeah, I knew she wanted to because I listened to her on Armchair and she talked about it. But this is so cool, and I'm so glad that it's like going well. That's amazing.
Yeah, 91 is impressive.
That's great. So I am going to watch that on one of my breaks. I'm excited.
Okay, I also have to say that there is like a monster movie rom-com that's coming out.
Oh yes.
What's it called?
Your Monster.
I saw that.
It's coming
Where?
out to theaters. Yeah, so it's starring
I saw this. One of our listeners,
Melissa Berea, and also Megan Fahey's in it.
Oh, interesting.
One of our listeners that we follow on Those Forking Fangirls posted about this because she went to an early screening, Kaya, and it was so cool. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It gives fanfic.
Oh, Kaya. Yeah, no, it looks so cute. Like, I think she just, like, the main character. Okay, after her life falls apart, soft-spoken actress Laura Franco finds her voice again when she meets a terrifying yet weirdly charming monster living in her closet. A romantic comedy horror flick about falling in love with your inner rage.
It sounds so good.
Interesting.
It's funny. Like, if you watch the trailer, I watched a couple months ago.
I trust.
No,
Wait.
it looks so cute,
Can
too.
we watch the trailer after?
Wait, is the monster hot?
I'm sure.
He looks like, I mean, like, he looks like Beauty and the Beast, but, like, you know, in human real form. You know, not like, but can you...
Like a guy with prosthetics on.
Stop.
You know, he looks cute. He's hairy.
Yeah, he's hairy and big.
Which I love. Hairy and big. Sign me up.
All right.
That's literally my type.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
is
the
it-
actor's hot.
So it's going to be in actual theaters.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. That's cool.
Oh.
Okay, we are going to move into our main discussion. But before that, I want to take a quick second and thank everybody out there that's listening because we really appreciate our podcast listening fam
we
here at Those
do.
Forking Fangirls.
Illy.
We really do. And if you don't already, we'd love it if you follow the podcast for free in your favorite podcast listening app. So whether that be Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Spotify, anywhere, you can follow the podcast for free and never miss an episode. And if you like to watch the show, we are on YouTube, youtube.com/@those4kingfangirls. And you can subscribe for free there and never miss an episode visually.
And see our visual
and
costumes.
see our costumes today. You don't want to miss
visual
our costumes.
All costumes are visual, babe.
Woof, woof.
Oh.
I love you.
Okay. Wait.
Hit us.
That was really good.
Wow.
Oh my God. We can all rock some parcel tongue.
Really good just now.
And if you don't know already, we are a viewer-supported podcast, which means that we don't have many sponsors. We are able to do the show because we have a Patreon. We're able to do the show because of viewers like you who support us on our Patreon. All right. And we have a $5 level called Team Jacob, where you get the show ad-free. You get to come to the recordings and chat in the chat, be a part of the live conversation. And you get our half an hour extra show after every single episode called Fangirl Tea Time. All right. We just got some more personal stuff going on in our lives there, stuff that's a little deeper that we're kind of like not as comfortable talking about on the main show, but we love talking about with our Patreon family over there. And that is available at the $5 level, and if you want to test it out before you commit, you can do a free trial for 7 days. See how you like it. If you do like it, you can subscribe for the year and get a 16% discount, or you can subscribe month to month. And then we have 2 other levels, Team Edward and Team Polis Bananas, with lots of other perks as well. Team Polis Bananas, we do our fangirl bonding sessions over Zoom every month, and we get to know each other really well. It's so fun.
So fun.
And there's lots of other perks that you can check out on the Patreon. Look in our show notes for the link.
Time.
It's a yapping good time.
We yap.
Patreon.com/those4kingfangirls. All right, y'all. Links in the show notes. We are going to roll into our Halloween discussion. If you're a Patreon, we're going right in. If you are not, we'll be right back after these messages. All right. It's time for our main discussion. Today, we're talking Halloween, and we're going to kick things off with our top 3 things we've ever dressed up as for Halloween. Who wants to start us off? Natasha, you want to give us your favorite 3 costumes you've worn for Halloween?
Say, though, before Natasha goes, the lack of cosplay made me sad because I feel like
No, but because that was in our social media era, so everyone knows it if they're following
that's
us.
Valid.
We
That's
want
valid.
the lost stories.
We just did cosplay, like all 3 of us, though, that we like were obsessed with. So,
Which one?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they got to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want stories from our childhood.
Childhood stories.
Okay. In 7th grade, my parents went on a trip and I was staying over at my grandparents' house for Halloween, and my mom had all of my ideas for my costumes. Like she would tell me, and then she would get me really excited about it, and then I'd be like, "Yes, let's do it."
That's so cute.
That is so cute.
She loved dressing up so much, and she sewed. So
Oh, shocker. Where do you get it from?
well, yeah, my grandma sewed, my mom sewed, and that's where I like got it from. And my next door neighbor sewed. But in 7th grade, my parents went on a trip, and my mom, and it was like the first year that we could wear costumes to school. Like we couldn't wear it at elementary school, but we could wear it.
You
in
weren't
middle school.
allowed?
No. Yeah, we were
Aw.
in uniforms in elementary school. So
That's so sad.
but in 7th grade, I was like, yes, we get to wear a costume. And I wasn't your typical, I was, a theater kid and all of that.
Theater.
And my mom, I was a distinguished lady.
I was a thespian.
I was. And I also, my education thus far was a shit ton of movies, you guys. Films. And my mom's like, what if you did Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's? And I was like,
In 7th grade?
yes.
Crazy.
7th grade, babes. So my mom like let me wear her pearls. She had like this black mini dress from the 80s that I could wear.
That's so cute.
She got like the whole like cigarette thing.
Yeah, the thing.
Oh my god. Yeah, the long.
extender.
Yes. I wore her like black opera gloves, and like
so
a
chic.
tiara. Yeah.
So chic.
And then, well, they were gone on Halloween. So she's like, honey, I can't help you with your hair. So we have to practice. And this is where I started. This is where I started with my hair journey and like being good at updos. So we practiced and like I kind of just did it by myself. Like I just winged it. Like I put my hair up and I started just like putting it together with a bunch of bobby pins, and I like went downstairs, and my mom was like, oh, fabulous.
Oh, that's so cute.
And
That's
then
so cute.
yeah, and then that morning of Alex was, I'm not gonna tell what Alex was. I think that might be bad. But anyways, my grandma, I came out and my grandma was like, oh, honey, you look fabulous. So like, I didn't care whoever at school had no idea who I was, as long as the adults understood, and all my teachers were like, oh, Audrey Hepburn, Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I
my
felt
God.
classy and chic.
I bet you looked classy and chic. That is.
And sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
That's so cute. Chloe, you want to hit us with one?
Sure. For so many years in a row for elementary school, I did Eloise.
You did the same
from
thing every
Eloise
Oh my gosh.
at the plaza. Oh yeah, every year for a while, because I'm French, so I was like, Eloise is French and I'm French.
Oh.
And it was just a book that like I loved so much growing up. So I think I did it like kindergarten, first, second, third.
Wow.
So and
It's
like
a big run.
Yeah, it was a big run, and honestly, I'd do Eloise again. She's a cutie patootie. She also like loved pink. I don't know, like she was the first character I saw myself in.
Was your hair like in that like sticky straight?
Yeah, the sticky straight blonde, and honestly, I had her hair. Like Eloise and I had the exact same hair because my hair is naturally like dirty blonde, so it was perfect. Yeah.
Nice. When I was in second grade, I was super into Nick at Night. And you know how Nick at Night used to have like their block party summer? I don't know if you guys aren't as my age. I was only 7, so.
I remember
like-
Nick at Night.
They had, well, when you were watching Nick at Night, it was probably like more like Fresh Prince and stuff. But back in like the 1996, 1997, they had I Dream of Jeannie, the Beverly Hillbillies, Brady Bunch, all of those like classics from like the 60s, 70s, the Munsters and all that. So I got obsessed with I Dream of Jeannie because of the magic, like, and I love the theme song, like do 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 do, and I wanted to be her because I wanted magic. This is like before I discovered Harry Potter, and Harry Potter made it feel like I could actually be magic. But I wanted to be I Dream of Jeannie because I wanted to be like be able to do her like
That's
she
so
crosses
cute,
her
the
legs,
little-
and she
Yeah,
does like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
and she does magic. She like pops her head forward and closes her eyes. And I also Bewitched was on Nick at Night at that time, but like her costume wasn't as cool as I Dream of Jeannie, because I Dream of Jeannie had this like really cool like sexy
Yeah, it was
Jeannie
cute.
costume, and her hair was also, I think it had like a bit of a poof. like in the
she
way
had a
that it was
poof.
done.
You kind of,
Yeah.
you honestly look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I loved her look. I wanted it to be it so bad. So my mom found me like that costume in like one of those magazines, because we had to order from the magazines back in
A
the day.
catalog.
The catalogs. And I remember I felt so cute in it, but like I had a full on white turtleneck under, because it was like a little crop top
Yeah.
in October. But like I had a white turtleneck over, but I loved like the little hat with like the thing, and I just felt
Cute.
so cool. I was like, I am magic. That was when I was 7. Crazy times.
Crazy times. Okay, I'm going to say this costume because I think it was revolutionary for me, and I acknowledge that this movie, you should not be dressing up at this movie anymore. But I did dress up as Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind when I was in 6th grade. And again, I love the old movies, the
The
costumes.
costumes are insane in that movie.
There's some of the most gorgeous things I think I've ever
And
seen.
it was one of the 2 first movies to be in color.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure they win for costume.
Yeah, they
design,
won.
too?
They
Yeah, I
like
think they did.
swept the Oscars
Yeah.
that year. But I had like though that was like one of the movies that I always
1939.
yeah.
Crazy time.
That was like one of the movies I always watched with my mom when I was younger. It was like Funny Girl or Gone with the Wind, and obviously Breakfast at Tiffany's. Like,
Yeah.
but I think I was in 6th grade, and we found it at like a costume shop. And it was like this huge hoop skirt. Like this was the first time I wore like a ball gown. I had like the big hat and everything, and I felt so cool in it, even though it was, like a big poofy dress. Like I still
Yeah.
felt like it was like the coolest costume ever.
Well,
I've-
that tracks with your personality and your fashion
Yeah, I
sense.
was gonna say,
Exactly.
I feel like we're learning the formative, like the
Yep.
years that have built us to where we are now.
Yeah.
Just, like making our own ball gowns and constantly dressing like a princess. Cool.
Yeah. So I felt like that costume was extremely formative for me. I remember like this is when we started being able to take pictures on our cell phones and wanting to take a picture and send it to my dad.
Wait, how old were you?
I think I was in 6th grade. It was like 2006, but we couldn't send pictures yet.
So you
They
could
were
take
like really
pictures,
blurry.
just
I
not
feel like
send.
when you
Yeah.
send them, yeah.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, if I could only take a picture and send it to my dad and see what he would
That's
think.
so cute.
Aww.
Yeah, but I trick or treated in that dress. I didn't wear it to school, but we trick or treated in it. And again,
A hoop skirt?
none of the kids knew who I was, but the parents did, and that's all I needed.
What do kids know?
Yeah.
Lois, when did you dress as Elle?
So this costume for me is actually just has a really special place in my heart because it was last year and I had been working really hard on myself and my body and like my health, and I had just gone through like a really traumatic breakup. Like probably the most traumatic breakup of my life. I thought I was going to be with this person forever, and he kind of pulled the rug out from under me, and I just was like so lost. I didn't feel sexy, I didn't feel pretty, I didn't feel like myself. Like I was really struggling to find my sparkle. And Elle Woods has always been like such a centering character for me because she's like really strong and smart but also super feminine. And I dressed as her when she was the bunny and she like gets invited to the costume party that's not actually the costume party.
Yep.
And I felt so pretty for the first time in months. I remember like putting it on and being like, oh my God, like I feel like myself again. And it was such a moment because I was like, damn, like Elle Woods like had such a turning point in this scene. Like I want this to be my turning point too. So this was last Halloween, and like just seeing where I am now and like how far I've come and also like who I am as a person now, I'm just like really proud. But yeah, it was the first time I had felt sexy in a while. So it's one of those like really special costumes for me, and it's just such a good one. Like Elle Woods
Oh yeah.
is, and like she's always one that I can pull out of my closet too. So
Yeah.
It's so funny, like how I think costumes can be like so transformative. Like you could be someone else and then like kind of put on that persona
yeah, exactly.
and feel
Yeah,
that
you
sort of
lean into it.
confidence.
Yeah. I felt like I was putting armor on.
Yeah.
Even though I was like putting less clothes on.
I
Yeah.
think that's why like I'm so obsessed with it. Like I'm just so obsessed with
Getting dressed
sewing
up. Yeah.
and getting dressed up and being a
And
different
it like
character.
it really helps like if you're not feeling confident, that like it really helps engage that like fake it till you make it mentality, because you can pretend like you're being someone else and you don't feel like you're faking it, but then like that's how you get confident.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
special for me, definitely.
For my next one, it was like very similar feeling when I put it on in terms of like confidence, because in 4th grade, one of the first musicals Olivia and I watched together on VHS. It was like one of my mom's favorite movies, so she put it on for us. We rented it from like Blockbuster, and that's Grace.
Yeah.
With Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta.
Travolta.
And I was obsessed with Grease. We watched it so much. All the bad stuff in it just went right over our heads.
Real.
Same.
And we looked through those Halloween catalogs like religiously, and we saw that there was like the costume, like that black tight outfit that Olivia Newton-John wears at the end of the movie, and there was Pink Ladies. So Olivia got the Pink Ladies costume, and I was Olivia Newton-John, and I had like these like disco ball earrings and the black outfit and like my curly hair from like the sponge curlers. And I just remember going to school.
Oh my God, the sponge curlers.
Cool.
Oh my God, I used to do those all the time. And I feel like for Sandy, they're perfect, but they never came out good. And they always like had like the ends
straight
were straight. Yeah.
Oh, my
But
mom
everything
was
else
so
was
good at
curly.
doing them. They would come out perfect. I use them for dance all the time.
Oh, that's so cute.
So and I just remember holding like a duffel bag. I don't know if it was part of my costume, but like I was holding it like she holds her jacket over her shoulder, you know? Like,
Love.
I was like, I feel so cool. I was not like the cool girl in 4th grade, but that day I was like,
You were. I love that.
Oh. Okay, so my last costume, which I'm trying to go back in the dregs. Like I was Tinkerbell, I was Sleeping Beauty, but one year my mom made me a pink cat. She found this.
Was it like a dress or was it like a cat suit?
It was like a dress, but we found like this like pink cheetah little set that you could buy
Cute.
from like the Halloween store, like with gloves. And I loved the gloves because it had like fake nails on them, so it was like ching ching ching. And
Oh,
then
real.
and like it was like a long undersuit and then the pants too with it. And then the ears, and then my mom made me like this like furry pink like little dress that goes over it. And then she did my makeup so good that year. Like that was like the first time I had like eyeliner and glitter and sparkle, and I felt so cute and like old because I had like little
I
fingernails.
love that.
Like,
well,
you
like,
know, like
mature,
grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Alex was Neo from The Matrix.
Oh, so you didn't really go together.
We never went together. We both just picked what we wanted to wear.
Olivia and I surprisingly went together a lot. Like we did the year she was an old man, I was an old woman.
That's cute. Wait, that's so cute, actually.
That is really cute.
I wish I had a sibling.
What's next on your list? Last one.
Okay, my last one. I'm so excited about this year's costume, so I kind of want to talk about it. I'm making it like for the first time.
You broke all the rules.
What
I guess I
rules?
didn't say this rule.
Was
Social
I not
media.
allowed to?
You didn't say social media. You said
This
I
is-
didn't say the social media. I
It's
just had
okay,
it in my
you're
head.
good.
Go ahead. Go
Wait,
ahead.
this
No,
isn't for
you're
social
fine.
media. It's
Yeah.
for a party.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm being Lava Girl, and I'm making it all myself. And the BF is gonna be Shark Boy.
Oh my god.
And I'm making his
Aw.
costume too. And it's like, so far, it looks really, really good. And like, I don't know, it's like sexy, obviously, Lava Girl, because you must be. But I'm super excited about it. And I get to like have pink hair, which I've always wanted. So
Are you doing the warbler or
yeah. Natasha helped me with a lot of supplies and like planning it out. So
Nice.
I'm
My
excited.
last one. My last favorite was when in high school, me and my best friend dressed up as Mario and Luigi. And so this is Jenna who did this with me, and I was Luigi because I was like the taller of the two, and I just loved wearing those overalls. And I had we made it ourselves, so we went to Walmart and we bought overalls, and we cut out like the stars from when you play
Yeah.
Mario,
Oh,
and we
yeah,
put it
yeah.
in our pockets.
that's so cute.
And we got like white gloves and like these amazing mustaches that I've yet to find whenever I want a mustache that like clips on, so it looks really real because it's like
Clips
you
on
know,
your
where?
nose?
yeah, it clips right under here, and it didn't hurt or anything, and I could go like this, and it would be like, it was so
Wow.
cool.
I feel like Amazon? No?
I don't know. I haven't. You only find only the stick-on ones. I got it. We got that at a real store because it was 2007, 2008.
A real store.
Yeah, like at like Party City or something. I don't know. But we like dyed the hats because they didn't have the right color. So like we made mine like green and hers red, and it was just so cute.
Okay,
And
DIY. Okay,
Usually
crafty.
that's not you. That's very impressive.
well, Jenna.
Oh, okay.
Jenna's definitely more crafty than I was. But both of us weren't like artists.
That's what you have me for now.
But yeah, I just remember like it was really fun walking around in high school and like feeling really like proud of our costume together.
Yeah.
And we were always like Tweedledee Tweedledum in chemistry. Well, she's a doctor, so she was actually good at chemistry, but like we were lab partners and we often burnt things or spilled things and it was just fun doing our lab as Mario and Luigi. But all right, on a different note, what was your least favorite costume ever?
Okay, mine is actually Dream of Genie.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, what?
Okay, I'm going to tell you why. It's because it was the first time that I was very aware of my body.
Oh.
Because in California, it's usually warm during Halloween, so it wasn't like your situation where we had to wear a turtleneck. But like I wore a like nude leotard underneath it, and we had to go to like different ballet stores to like try to find my right size. And it was just like that's where it all started. I was very young too. I think I was probably like 8 or something, 8 or 9, and I was just like very aware that I didn't have the correct body type to be I Dream of Genie. And it just, so that's probably, even though I looked cute and I like loved my ponytail and my mom thought I was like so cute. She was the one again who suggested I Dream of Genie. It just like didn't make me feel good.
Yeah. I'm
That's
sorry.
so hard. I remember that moment too, when you realize that you're like bigger than the other little girls, or like that they don't necessarily have your size. I don't know what to do with the tongue. I don't know what to do with the tongue. Yeah, we're gonna pin it. Thank you. I was like, I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I remember a distinct moment like that too. It's so hard, especially like trying to find a Halloween costume.
Yep.
That's so tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't believe that remember the Scarlett O'Hara one, we found that. I think I was 6th grade and like that it fit me.
I feel like I was shopping in like the women's costumes. I remember in 6th grade.
They're very sexy. They don't work for children.
Yeah. So I was a bumblebee in 6th grade. I remember, and it was like a tube top bumblebee costume, and I like put stuff under, but it fell off during school while I was running around. Yeah, the entire dress.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy. But Halloween costumes are definitely traumatic when you can't find what you're looking for and like when nothing's working, and it's just hard.
Yeah. Wait, your turn.
I've left a lot of my Halloween costumes. There's been a few years that I haven't gone out, so like I feel like that was probably the worst.
Yeah.
But the one I always go to, and I feel like it's boring now, is I just like slap on my Slytherin robes, call it a day.
I've done that too.
Yeah, it's my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
I remember mine was so dumb. I didn't have an idea.
Her twin with her.
Yeah,
I know.
twinsies.
He keeps barking at the doors and like coming near me. So anyway, mine was, when you start to be like, am I still doing Halloween? Should I? Like, it's like that when you're like 14. And then at the last minute, Jenna and I were like, I guess we could just be tennis players because we had these skirts that matched that like kind of felt Tennessee and shirts that matched it. And I borrowed my mom's tennis racket and I wore a visor. I was just like, this doesn't look like a costume at all. But
Tennis
costume.
we trick-or-treated like that.
Oh.
I'm
What?
picturing you like in high school, like being like kind of a sexy tennis player, but you
Oh,
trick or
no.
treated.
I was not sexy. I was like flat-chested, tiny little blip. I didn't go through puberty yet. I was 14.
You're 14. Okay. Yeah, I think that is like kind of the threshold. It's like, do you go trick-or-treating still?
I don't think I went my freshman
Oh, I have
year.
younger siblings, so I went all through high school.
Oh, that
See,
makes
but
sense.
that's a cheat code because I wanted to trick-or-treat until I was a senior in high school. I was upset that I didn't get to.
great.
I stayed home and passed out candy. That's what I did.
Yeah.
See, okay, this kind of moves into like favorite Halloween memory. Harkening back, we loved Halloween because we would go to my Nana and Papa's oh my God, what is it called? Complex or like where the area where they lived. And they lived in this giant circle. And like, so it was so easy to go from house to house, and all the houses were like on and open. You know what I mean? They all had like decorations and like we're giving out candy, and we would bring our friends. So it would always be like me and Olivia, and I would bring my best friend Jenna, and Christina started coming later on, and we'd all, and Paul, and we'd all go together. And we would bring like pillowcases. Like, what did you guys trick or treat with? Like, we'd have pillowcases.
Oh,
to put our
I
candy in.
had pillowcases.
Yeah, that was the best way.
I think pillowcases when I was older and like I realized that other people were also doing pillowcases, like that was like the cool thing to do, to have a pillowcase. But I feel like before that I had like a little basket.
Oh,
had
like
a
all
little
those stupid
basket when we
lanterns.
were
I
young.
had one of those when I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
But you can't hold enough candy in that.
Right, exactly.
But anyway, so we would go there. We would like first go to my Nana's house, and she would come with us too. And like my mom would come with us, and we would take pictures of our costumes, and then like do the whole trick or treating, and then come back, and we would do like the stock market floor. Like we'd all like jump our
Yeah.
pillowcases,
Oh, yeah.
and like have our spots and start trading. Ugh, it was so fun. And I really loved the year where like Olivia was the old man and I was the old lady. I had like
That's
a
so
cane
cute.
and like
That's
pillow
so
in my
cute.
butt, so it looked like I was like leaning over.
Oh my god.
And Olivia was like this like biker old man with like a beard, and like she had like a giant like jacket over a pillow, so she looked like one of those old men that were like this.
With like a tummy. That's cute.
It was really cute and weird because they didn't know she was a girl. And like and then it was Olivia loved these costumes where you like she was unrecognizable.
That's fun.
That sounds like her.
Yeah, she was Abe Lincoln one year and the same thing happened. Like
Oh my
Abe
Lord.
Lincoln?
That's
insane.
Olivia's weird side coming out.
I was about to say, I'm like, I don't know this side of Olivia because all the stories you tell me are opposite of this. That's so funny.
This is what I like mean when I'm like, you guys don't know that like Olivia is like super weird.
Yeah.
We're all super weird, but we're also
but
hot.
she just doesn't give it.
But that's the thing. When you're
She
hot, you don't see weird first.
No, but she gives like too good to be weird. You know what I mean? That attitude that's
Yeah.
annoying and like would never be weird because she's like too cool. That's what it is.
We're all weird. Deep
We are all
down.
weird. You just gotta dig. You don't have to dig very far to find her.
Not for us, no, but for other people.
Yeah. People like to hide.
weird. So, what are y'all's favorite Halloween memories?
I think when I was Tinkerbell, that was when I think we started trick or treating with our friends. Like we would just kind of go around, like my mom, Alex, and I, and then sometime like go around our neighborhood and then trick or treat just to say hi to everyone so they could see us in our costumes. But then with my Girl Scout troop, we would all get together and then trick or treat around like the main neighborhood that everyone like lived in, and it was so fun. Like the streets were just so crowded.
Yeah,
Like,
they're just packed with kids.
so
now I don't
packed with
see
kids.
that.
I know. It's
Yeah.
I don't know if
It's
that's just
really
the
sad.
area.
No,
Or the
I
time.
think it's a
Safety.
safety thing.
Yeah. Like
We're
there's
so
too many people
fun.
putting like crap in candy, and you just can't trust it anymore.
It's sad. I feel like what's really popular is like the shopping center trick or treats. I feel like I see those.
Or the trunk or treats.
yeah, the trunk
What the
or
hell
treats.
is
what it
that?
It's like when you open. It's like it's popularized during COVID, but it's like
is it like
everyone
a
goes to a parking
parking
lot and
lot?
they open their.
It started, I think, in churches and things like that.
Yeah.
Like we would also go to like our church would have like a big Halloween thing too. That
Would
we
they call it a Halloween thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been driving past. There's a church like right next to my house, and every time I drive past, it says Harvest Festival, but it's like on October 30th, and I'm like, bruh, just call it Halloween.
Trunk or treat is so dumb. I also like loved my aunt would come when she was younger before she was married, would come over after like my mom got us ready. My mom would be just exhausted because she loved Halloween.
Yeah.
And she loved getting us ready, but then she would just be so tired and like have to like get the stamina up to like go and take us trick-or-treating. So my aunt would come in for her role, and then she would like come in and like hype us up. She goes, "Oh my gosh, you guys look amazing." And then
So cute.
she would take, my aunt's like 7 years younger than my mom, so she was like in her early 20s when we were young, and that was so fun for us to like be with her auntie and then go trick-or-treating with her. Well, also I have new memories now in like my ever since COVID.
Yeah.
I love going up to my best friend Heather's house, and we like to carve pumpkins now.
Cute.
And my favorite thing is like her mom's recipe for pumpkin seeds, and that's like my favorite thing is like carving the pumpkin, and then Heather would make the pumpkin seeds, and we sit down and watch a movie and eat the pumpkin seeds and like order in food, and it's just so nice.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I love how Halloween has evolved, but it still stayed special. Like it's one of those holidays that like definitely changes as you grow up, but
It hasn't
it's
stayed
always
special for me.
Really?
Yeah, I usually work on Halloween now.
Christine likes to work through a lot of her holidays.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, to be
it's-
fair, this Halloween it makes total sense that you would work.
to be
because-
fair, yeah, I have like a lot of deadlines that fall
Yeah.
around that area. That's why. But no, just Halloween has changed for me because we dress up so much, so I don't feel the need
Oh, that's
to dress up
true.
for Halloween. And
Yeah.
and like those like generic Halloween parties, like it's nice when our friends throw a Halloween party, but back like I don't know, the last 10 years there hasn't been like
hasn't
a
been
friend
much.
that's like throwing a Halloween party. So it's like going to like those big random Halloween parties is not my jam. Like there was one Halloween that I think Natasha and I watched Stranger Things, and that was really fun. We like dressed up in these like footy pajamas.
Oh yeah.
cute.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not been as fun. I think when we have kids, it'll change
Yeah.
again, but like in our singleness,
It's
just-
dependent on what's going on.
Yeah. And that's why like having new traditions with friends is
Yeah, that's
is
kind of
nice.
what I'm saying. It's like Halloween has changed as we've gotten older, and like how we celebrate or how we market, even like just the idea of like fall. But I still think that it's like fun that we still market as adults. Like we're still like honoring the holiday in a sense. I don't know if
Yeah.
honoring is the right word, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm just looking at my house now. When I got my apartment, the first thing I wanted to do was decorate for the fall.
Also, y'all can't see it, but it looks so good. And Natasha decorated for Halloween/fall, and like it's just so pretty. And I came in and I was like, oh my god, it's so cozy.
Yeah, exactly. And I think one of my favorite things to do is decorating for the season, and like Alex, I sat down as I finished it because I didn't start decorating until mid-October because I was so busy. Alex was like, oh, I just love your fall decorations. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
cute.
He like never
nice.
compliments me. I get one a month, and that was it.
That's really nice.
I know. He's like, out
No,
of
I think that
everyone's,
that's
yours
it
is my
with
favorite.
siblings. Like when
not
Olivia
really a
gives me a compliment,
compliment.
I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? Oh my God. Like the slightest compliment, I'm like, oh my God, she loves me.
I want to hear about your high school parties because I never
Well,
experienced
Yeah.
that.
Did you go to high school Halloween parties?
I did, and I like am nostalgic, not for the parties necessarily, but like driving around with my best friends from high school. I was Lily and Claire. We're still really close. We would drive around trying to find the best party, and like sometimes we did it. Sometimes we
you guys
would just
were so
be
cool.
we would just be in costumes together, like laughing our asses off. And it was so fun. And then I remember, I don't know if y'all had this, but we had block parties in our neighborhood, and everyone would like get like around the cul-de-sac and like do pumpkin carving, and there was like themed
that's so
drinks
nice.
It's like
and
Gilmore Girls.
yeah, and there was like a chili
Yeah, we did not
cook-off
have that.
every year for
Wow.
Halloween. It was cute. I remember it. It was so sweet. But yeah, my neighborhood growing up was definitely like did a lot of like Halloween stuff together as a neighborhood.
Oh, that's fun.
I remember one specific party in kindergarten, and this could never happen now, but like we had a Halloween party in kindergarten where they like did the apple bobbing.
Yes.
And like we did like they hung like little donuts on like strings, and you had to like get
my
it with your hands
God.
tied behind your back. And I remember doing it, and it
Yes.
was so fun.
The Halloween parties at school were the best. All you did was eat sugar.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
rocked.
Oh my God, those little powdered donuts that came like in those little boxes
Oh,
at the
yep.
grocery store
Yeah.
were so fucking
Just like
good.
the holiday parties in school were
Oh,
the
they were the
best.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day exchange.
yes.
The Christmas party, pizza party. Oh, love.
I loved when we celebrated Hanukkah because I never got those latkes except at school.
Your
and
school celebrated Hanukkah?
yeah,
That's really special.
That is really cool. We did.
Yeah,
definitely
we'd
did
have,
not.
like-
New Jersey.
Yeah.
yeah, we'd have one of like the moms that of because there were so many Jewish students would come in, and like she would have made latkes, and like I think we'd have them with like applesauce or something.
Yeah.
And
Do
it
you
was
play
so
dreidel and
good.
stuff? That's so
yeah,
fun.
we played dreidel. Yeah, it was so
Christmas
fun.
and Hanukkah are actually overlapping this year, which will
Oh,
be
yay.
fun. Yeah.
Nice. Whose turn is? Where are we?
We're done.
We're done. Yeah. We're
done.
jackpot
Section.
Halloween candies.
Okay. I'm in the wrong place on here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when you're trick or treating, I think we're all like, when you're young, you're like looking for a specific candy, and you're like, oh my God, yes, best house ever. What candies were those for y'all?
Sour Patch Kids, number 1, still to this day.
I never got Sour Patch Kids ever. at trick-or-treating.
I'm a gummy girly. Twix, I love.
That's just like a
Twix
high quality
so much.
candy, though. Like
That is
Sour Patch
Alex's
Kids.
favorite.
Twix is top tier.
Twix
Alex
is
and I are
good.
secretly the same person.
Yeah, you were.
No, that was my favorite in high school too.
And then any house that had the full size
Oh, yep.
candy bars, it's like
That
we
was
knew.
my house.
Really? Yeah, we knew. That's dope.
My
That's
mom
really
got it
cool.
from Costco.
Okay, slay.
Wow.
That's impressive. Yeah, we would know. Like once you learned the houses that had full size, you would go back to those. But if they didn't that year, it'd be a huge disappointment.
Yeah, we always had those big ones.
From day one, baby Reese's. Still, they've even gotten better as we gotten older because now
Yeah.
they're in pumpkin forms
so
and
yummy.
ghosts, and it's just like wow. If I had a whole bag of Reese's, I'd be set.
Yeah,
Nothing
real.
else, babe. I like the big Butterfingers. Anything
that
peanut
is
butter.
a crazy take. I'm sorry, Butterfingers.
I don't
I
like
love
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
Yeah. They stick to your teeth in like in a way that like hurt me.
I would trade those.
No, I love Butterfingers and anything basically that was chocolate. So like Kit Kats. That's really it, guys. Snickers. I mean, I didn't care for. I just wanted Reese's. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
And now I only buy Reese's when it comes to Halloween
Yeah,
candy.
that's the best thing about being an adult is you can buy the candy you want.
My jackpot over any jackpot were those gummy lifesavers. They were like, and
Not
they would have
valid.
like the mini
Those
packs
and your
of them
gummies.
for Halloween.
I just never liked that.
But I love the
Oh
the
my God.
chew.
I loved gummy lifesavers. They were amazing. And I would get like 1 pack per Halloween. I'd be like, oh my God.
I feel like
Nobody
it's
touch
a rare find.
It's
like
rare.
a rare Halloween
Yeah,
candy.
because
to
and
like.
then at the store you could get like the bigger ones. I feel like gummy lifesavers have kind of died off. Like I've
they
never
still
seen
exist
them
for
now.
sure. Okay,
But,
I'm gonna
like,
buy you them and start
I think
sending
like
them to you.
Sour Patch kind of came of age
Yeah.
and got popularized after my time trick or treating. Because like
They did definitely.
yeah. So my like gummy lifesavers were my like Sour
They're
Patch because I
very
hated
good.
Sour Patch. But do you and Warheads? Oh my God, I fucking loved Warheads.
Nope, absolutely not.
That's
well,
crazy.
What we would do in like 2nd grade is that we would get the Warhead and go to the bathroom and rinse it under the sink so all the sour stuff goes off, and then you eat it, and it's amazing.
Well, we'll just have another candy at that point that's sweet.
No, but
The
like they were
fuck?
all different flavors that you don't get. You guys don't understand because you weren't in the age when Warheads became the coolest.
Oh no, I was. I just hated them.
Well, that's because you didn't do it right. You have to rinse it under the
I'm
sink.
still stuck on
I
the
don't
fact that
like
you guys are too
sour-
old for Sour Patch
No,
Kids.
I wasn't.
No, in high
Alex
school,
loved
everyone
them.
was eating Sour Patch Kids, but it wasn't like in middle school and grammar school.
Damn.
You know what candy came in later that I'm obsessed with? Is Take 5.
Me too. Oh my God. I used to just buy big things of them in college and have them in my drawer.
Do you not like Take 5?
It's too much.
Oh my God.
No, no,
it's
no,
the
no, no,
perfect balance
I'm
of salty and sweet.
overstimulated with Take 5.
I love Take 5.
Love Take 5.
And
what?
okay, my other big one was Nerds
I was about
when
to
we were
say,
trick or treating.
Those are
Yeah.
so good. And the Nerds
Fucking-
gummy clusters now.
Oh my God,
Christine,
those are
have you
so
had
good.
those? Yeah.
I tried one of them.
Sexy.
What was the
But,
one
like-
where you can like lick the stick and then like put it in the sour powder?
Fun dip.
Fun dip.
Fun dip.
Oh
was
my
crazy. That
God,
was crack.
I forgot about
Literally
that.
crack cocaine. Alex is
Okay,
probably like,
I
what the
learned
fuck?
about that like freshman year of high school, and I remember like having it in childcare class and feeling like I was dying because I was like having hot flashes from so much
Yeah, no,
sugar.
they were not good for you at all. Like they're probably the worst, but so good.
But yeah, Twix were my favorite chocolate candy bar. They're so good.
Everyone has Twix on theirs.
Twix is real good.
Twix
Yeah.
is good, dependable.
Alex, I think last Christmas made me make a Twix like bar situation to bring
Why
as
the
like a
hell
dessert.
didn't I have any of this?
Situation.
I can't remember, or he made it. I was like, I don't want to do this. He's like, do it.
Do it.
Oh my God, Milky Ways! I forgot about those. I
No.
loved Milky Ways growing up.
Fuck Milky Ways.
Okay, don't fuck Milky Ways. They're delicious. I only like the little Milky Ways. 'Cause
Oh,
I
you
feel
know
like
that's
the big
true.
ones were too
Little
much.
Milky Ways taste better
They
than
do.
big
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
The chocolate to the inside ratio
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
There was a house that had fresh popcorn. Like they rolled out a whole popcorn thing. That was my favorite.
That's smart and cheap.
I would not trust that house. What if they peppered it with drugs?
Well, that's why
That's
people
why
aren't
people don't
trick
do
or
that
treat
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah, but when I was little, we still knew that. There were rules like don't eat any open candy or stuff that was homemade.
I was like,
they knew them, so
nah. I,
Oh my
I
God,
would eat
Three
anything off the
Musketeers was
ground.
so good too. I loved those too. I forgot about all these chocolate bars, the little ones.
Musketeers, nah.
no.
Guys, the little ones, the fluffy inside.
I
they're
do
so
think
good.
fun size was always better for some reason.
Yeah, because like when you have the big one, it's kind of too much.
It's
'Cause there's, like,
and it's too much of the same thing.
Yeah.
The best part about Halloween is that you got the little ones, and
Yeah.
you got to like eat all the different flavors.
Yeah, there's only certain candy bars that you want in big size.
Yeah.
Was like the one that you would trade. Like when, so did you guys play the trading game when you finished
Oh, yeah.
trading?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so I would like hoard all my peppermint patties and like Hershey stuff because I'd be like, okay, like the big Hershey stuff and peppermint patties and Reese's because I'm like, people love this stuff. So this is how I trade.
You
to
would
get
trade your
gummies.
Reese's?
Oh yeah, I would be willing to trade anything for something that I would actually eat. I would eat like one Reese's and be like, I'm good for a year.
I don't know
Good
that
for
life.
good for a year. She said, just one.
Just
Thanks
one.
so much. That's crazy. The peppermint patties, I'm with you there.
I'm with you there. I did like those. Alex loved them, so I would trade them.
My mom loved them too. So
Oh, I
gave to
hated
her.
them. Yeah, no.
I hated them.
Ugh.
I don't like any mint stuff.
York.
I like the Yorks, but I would give them to Alex.
It tastes like toothpaste.
Well, like I said, Alex loves Snickers and Twix, so I would trade those for Reese's. But then he would also be a stickler about Reese's because he does like Reese's. I was like, just give me the Reese's. I'll give you all of these, please.
I would trade my Snickers too. I don't like Snickers.
And then I would give my mom all of my Almond Joys.
Oh yeah, almond
See,
joys.
I loved
Trade.
those little almond joys. I would just take off the almond because there's just one almond on top. They just take off, and then it's just coconut and chocolate, and I love that.
That's vile.
No.
It's disgusting.
Okay, I loved it, so it's good for you. We could have traded.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like you would have been the perfect person to trade with.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everything that you like, I'm like, I don't know. But the Almond Joys, no one liked those. I don't remember a single person
did people
ever.
No,
buy
you know what? No
them?
one liked Mounds. Mounds look like Almond Joys, and they were much worse. They were the red ones, red and white.
Oh,
and then
yeah, both.
Almond
Yeah,
Joys were the
Both.
better ones.
No, I feel like both though. Like no one liked them, but they came in those big packs that people would buy.
Yeah.
So they would
Yeah,
have.
It was like in the Hershey's pack because it's a Hershey product.
I remember like literally our Halloween bowl would only have Almond Joys by the end of the night
Why do they still make them?
because people like Christine like
people
them.
like coconut and chocolate together.
I guess my mother loved them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's like remember the 100 grand one.
Oh yeah, I
that
didn't like
one.
those. People liked those though. Milk duds. Caitlin is talking about milk duds were awful, and my dad always like, yeah,
stick
they're
to
so
my teeth.
sticky. I don't understand them.
The initial taste is like good, and then you're like, wow, this isn't worth it. None of this is worth it.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the
What about the dots?
Oh my god, I did not like those either.
I like dots. What's the crunch ones? Like they're like chocolate covered, like
Oh,
they're crunch
oh,
balls.
Crunch.
Yeah, Crunch Bar. I used to like those, and then I didn't like them by the time I graduated.
Oh,
I didn't like
love
the
them.
little. I didn't like the bubbles by the end of the like.
At the end, there's like
yeah.
little bitties, but then I would just like shove it. So I get those at the movie theater.
Oh, the
Yeah,
yeah,
I used to
yeah,
get
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
those at the
are
movie
good.
theater when I was little.
I like those.
I remember they had like the little versions, like didn't they have like Crunch, like little circles that you could buy, like kind of like those Raisinets, something
I love
like
Raisinets.
that. Yeah, I used to get Raisinets too.
I have to be in such a specific mood for
Are you-
raisins.
I used to love them when I was
I used
little.
to. The cookie dough ones. Are you talking about those?
No, I loved those in high school, but like when I was little, I used to eat those raisins, the chocolate covered Raisinets.
Brittany says I loved Whoppers. Ugh. I'm sorry.
Oh, I did not.
I
I,
don't like
could not get
anything
into
malt.
those.
I don't like malt.
I like the idea of Whoppers. They liked having Raisinets and they looked like them, and I was like, "What is this? It's hard."
Brittany, we could have traded. New faves are nerd clusters. Megan, the nerd clusters live rent free in my brain. And now they have the little tiny packs that you can buy, and I'll just, into my mouth. That was someone's gonna clip
Guzzle
that,
it
and I'm gonna
down.
hate it, but it's okay.
Should we move into our favorite spooky books?
Yeah, it looks like you guys don't have a lot of options
Well, I don't
here.
really.
I
I'm not a
think-
spooky person.
Yeah, I
like
was
just
about to
like.
say, tell us your favorite
like,
books.
There's like dark academia.
I agree. I think I'm more of a
Oh wait,
spoopy.
rewind. Am I not? Is spooky supposed to be struck from the record nowadays? Maybe like Halloween books, scary books.
I don't think spooky is, but
Wait,
in its
I said
short form,
I said
yes.
spoopy.
Yeah, you said spoopy. That's fine.
All right, let's move into like our top 3 like scary books that have the Halloween vibes. What are you guys?
Also, vampire books, like
No, I get where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
you know what? I was thinking about this morning, and I feel like the Moral Instruments for me has like very Halloween-y vibes.
feel the same too.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I like to listen to a very specific. Like I like to listen to Evanescence
Yeah,
when I'm reading.
it's a fall book for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel that. Okay. Since no one has, I mean, I guess some people do. I think I've talked about this series way, way back in BookTube time, and I think I brought it up recently. This is the Experiment in Terror series by
I don't think I've
Karina
ever heard.
Hale. The
cool
first
name.
The first book is called Dark House, and it's a romance. It's a romance series, like probably one of the not very early on for me. It was like the first romance series that I read. But we follow a girl who gets cast on this internet like ghost hunting show with her like this partner, and they go. Each book is set like at a different haunted place. And it was very scary for me to read. I don't know if it would be now, but it was like giving X-Files. Like each different book was a different case that they would go into. And then their like romance was toxic, but great. Because he was in a relationship and like they were both falling in love with each other. And they would be put in different situations and have to save each other, which is my favorite thing. So, love that. If you guys are in, it is scary though. Like I remember having to put it down at night and not being able to read it until the next morning because it was a little scary.
Siobhan says the new Percy Jackson book is a Halloween book, and I love it. Oh, that's great.
Oh,
It's good to know because I need to read it. I love Ninth House as like a a scary Halloween time series. I think that's a perfect, really dark story for this time of the year.
It's on my TBR.
And I just thought of something else.
You got to get the audiobook.
Okay.
Yeah.
The audiobook is so good. It's excellent.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do that. It's like, I think next after,
Sarah.
yeah. I don't read a lot of spooky books. This is going to be like a through line the rest of the conversation, but like I just can't handle anything scary, and like I mostly partake in like children's scary, but I do love Frankenstein.
Okay.
Like the original Frankenstein is one of my favorite books.
Okay, then you would like this book
Yeah.
that I'm going to now tell you about.
Okay.
This is Angela Frankenstein Makes Her Match by Sally Thorne, who wrote The Hating Game.
Okay.
And it's very different. She wrote it in this like old English way. I read it when Christine and I went to the UK 2 years ago. And it's so fun. Basically, she's the sister of Frankenstein. She wants to make herself a husband, and she doesn't. She gets all the nice parts and puts them together.
Ooh, kind of like our book boyfriend.
Yes, exactly.
It's giving that.
Okay, I will put it on my list. Yeah, I love Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's really fun. I always recommend
What's your
that
last one here? Sunshine?
Okay, I've never talked about this book, but this is a vampire book because I had a lot of expectations for it because I thought it was like a romance book, but it's now classified as like a YA, and there's not really any romance, but I always think about it because if I'm thinking about like if I want a vampire book, this was something that I wanted, but it's called Sunshine by Robin McKinley, and we follow this girl Sunshine, and she gets captured, and it's like set in our time. She gets captured and then placed within this room with this vampire who's like chained up, who hasn't like fed in like a long time, and they're trying to race the clock because they talk. And then so you're getting to know him and her like through the night, and they're trying to race the clock to get out of this and help each other to get out of the situation because he's also locked up there before he burns. Yeah.
Whoa.
And it was written back in 2003. So it's like a deep cut if anyone's ever read it.
Interesting.
But I read this like 2020 because I was looking for like a sexy vampire book. And it wasn't that. I'm going to tell you that, but I still love the vibes of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Let's move into movies because I am not a big scary movie person, so it was interesting thinking about this.
Yeah, Natasha's representing the
Yeah, well,
scary
there's
people.
still Halloween movies that aren't like scary though. And my favorite one that I've ever watched, I think, is What We Do in the Shadows, like the movie. And I remember it was like, I think it was John and I's like third date because Halloween was coming up. And we watched What We Do in the Shadows, and it was so funny. And so fun. And if you guys haven't watched the movie.
I remember when you watched that. That's funny.
Yeah, because it was like one of the first couple dates. So it was like early on, lots of anxiety. But yeah, we had a great time watching that movie. And if you haven't watched the show, like you don't have to watch the show. Obviously, the movie came before the show, and that's what inspired the show. And it was just really, it's a great spooky, scary, not really scary comedy movie.
Yeah. I just have to say, a couple people mentioned books in our chat. Caitlin said The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, which Christine also mentioned, but I don't think she talked about.
Oh yeah, I didn't talk about it.
Siobhan said the Diviners series by Libba Bray has witches and ghosts and is definitely very spooky. Yeah, all of those. I'm actually reading one too that I'll talk about next week.
Ooh, intrigue.
So, okay, movies. Okay, one of my favorite ghost movies is The Others with Nicole Kidman, and this was really popular because they spoofed it in Scary Movie.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen the spoof of this. I think.
Yeah. It's really good. It's a really good twisty tale. It's set, I think, amongst World War II in a English countryside manor. And Nicole Kidman's the star. I remember showing this to my best friend Abby, and she just could not stop talking about this movie because the twist got her that bad. This is one of the movies I like to show to people. And I'm like, oh, you haven't seen this? Okay, you should watch the others.
I feel like everything that you watch and that Christine watches, I'm on that. I'm constantly like, okay, I'll watch it.
Yes.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Halloween Town is like, I think my number one favorite Halloween movie. It's just so nostalgic to me. It's so safe. The vibes are so good. And I just like love the magic system. Well, there's not a magic system, but I love how magic works in Halloween Town. I think it's so cute. It's just so cozy and comfy and spoopy.
I've tried to watch it. Like Heather has made me watch it. Because I didn't watch it as a child.
I was gonna say, I think it's boring without the nostalgia, which is how I feel about Gilmore Girls. Like, I think you have to watch it at a certain moment.
I watched that in my 20s.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, weird.
Okay.
It's just not your vibe. What was I going to say? Okay, wait. I remember my favorite Halloween movie. I completely forgot it existed. But we had this on VHS and we used to watch it all the time. And it was a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie called Double Trouble.
Yes.
And they are twins and it takes place during Halloween. And like their mom's a witch. And their grandma gets trapped in like a spell in a mirror and they have to free her from the spell. And it's so good. I want to rewatch it. Wait, it's been like, I don't know how many years. It's so long because I watched it on VHS. But Olivia and I watched it so many times. It had magic and spells and witches.
Cute.
And they had to break the spell. They had like a gang of, like misfits together to free her from the mirror. Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot about Double Trouble. Did any of you watch this?
No,
I
didn't watch
did.
any of their
I
movies.
loved Mary-Kate and Ashley. I was definitely after their time, but I watched most of their movies, if not all of them, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they were young
we
in
had
this
movie.
movie.
We had them on VHS too.
Yeah, they were like, I would guess like 8, 9 in this movie. So,
I wanted to do them so bad.
oh my God, I need to find that movie.
Where if it's streaming?
I bet
it
it's
is.
somewhere.
Or honestly, it might be on YouTube. A lot of
Yeah, it
Disney?
might be on
Disney?
YouTube because it's that
Yeah.
old. And then Casper and Hocus Pocus, classics.
Casper was one of my sexual awakenings when I was little. Like human version of Casper.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Super cute.
Okay. If you've ever seen Witches of Eastwick, it's a 80s movie with Cher and Michelle Pfeiffer and Jack Nicholson. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I've seen a lot of like Tumblr vibes of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic like film.
Yeah.
Kind of around the like when Death Becomes Her came out. Which is like another one, but we just recently talked about it because Sabrina Carpenter kind of brought it back.
Yeah.
But this is like I thought this was so sexy. It's like it's a sexy movie. Like Jack Nicholson,
sexy.
they all look sexy. They all become like witches. They start to have like a romance affair with Jack Nicholson, and then he does something, I can't remember exactly what it is, but then they start torturing him basically because I can't remember the I need to watch it again, but they get like a little doll and they like poke it
Like a voodoo doll.
Yes!
Love.
but they all look hot. Okay, they all look
I was gonna
hot.
say,
They got
I've
big
seen
hair.
that,
It is great. It is a great time for like the spooky times. I really would like to rewatch it. Okay, real quickly, The Village, which
That's
is
the YMCA one.
this is the M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan. Yeah.
Shyamalan.
I've really straightened. M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan film. It's one of my favorites alongside Signs, and
They spoofed this in Scary Movie too, I think.
they did. And The Sixth Sense. Those are his best. And This one stars Bryce Dallas Howard. It's her first role. Also, Joaquin Phoenix. Like a great romance in this one too. Yeah.
Oh my
God. It is so fucking scary though. Like when I first watched it, you have absolutely no idea what's going on. They're set in like a town in like the 1700s, and at night these like creatures come out from the woods, and they have to like sound the alarm, and they all have to go like hide, or else like the creatures like will kill you, and it's just terrifying. And someone gets hurt, and Bryce Dallas Howard, who is blind in this film, has to go seek help, and she has to go trek through the forest to find help by herself.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I will say that era, that time period, like the 1700s, like puritanical, like that
creepy.
is so scary and creepy. Just the era.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
My other two were just like super, but Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Classic.
So fun to sing along.
I feel like that's more of like a Christmas movie for me.
So I think that's a good debate. I think that this and also the Harry Potter movies, people like
Those I watched.
It's like Halloween or
Christmas.
holiday. I think they can probably be both.
They're Thanksgiving movies for me.
Yeah. It's like the nice in between time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thanksgiving, whatever.
That's when me and Paul always watch a Harry Potter movie.
Okay. And then Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I just like love so much, and I also love attending the like local Rocky Horror
I've never
Picture
seen
Show.
Rocky Horror.
Really, it's so fun to go because you'll like usually they're trans artists or queer artists that like act out the scenes in front of the movie, and they do like incredible lip sync performances. I love it, and like the first time you go, if you're like a virgin, they'll like spank you. It's super fun.
Oh.
But I used to go all the time for Halloween.
Cool.
I want to go.
Yeah,
Let's
do
go.
that
I need to
in,
watch it first.
Oh my god, Wallflower book. Oh my god, what is it called?
Perks
Perks
of being a
of being a
wallflower.
Wallflower.
Wallflower. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. TV. Okay, for TV for me, Stranger Things, great Halloween binge. And
Yeah.
then
Have you seen Stranger Things?
No.
Because it's scary.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Would you want to see it? Would you
Well,
have to
I
be
don't
with
know.
someone?
Yeah, if you're willing to hold me. Yes.
Okay, but this is the only like really scary thing that I've watched like multiple times, and I love it so much. The third season of American Horror Story is so good. It's about a coven of witches. She runs a witch school, and she's training these new witches, and it is so fun and like creepy, but like not too scary, and like I love the rules of the witches, and like they have to pass a series of tests to like become like a master of their powers or something. It's been a while since I watched it, but I have watched it more than once because I loved it so much, and both times I was like, this is amazing. I wish there was more of this, because every season of AHS changes like to a whole different world. But by far my favorite, and if you wanted something to binge during like the Halloween season, I think this is perfect. And it's definitely on a streamer, I think, season 3 of AHS.
I've seen that season, and it is one of their best seasons.
It's really good.
Okay, all of mine are pretty scary, except for the last one. Okay, I love Mike Flanagan. If you guys don't know who that is, he is a filmmaker and I think a screenwriter, and he had a long-standing contract with Netflix, and he would put out these amazing shows. Not all of them were like top tier, but the first one he put out is The Haunting of Hill House. And I think about this show lives rent free in my mind. Like my favorite type of scary genre movie is when a scary movie has heart. And this is a mini show, a mini series, right? And I think about like 8 episodes, but we follow this family who moved into this house and their whole life just changed because they were haunted by it.
It was a haunted house.
It was a haunted house. But it's just so good because you fall each episode. There's like one episode.
So scary.
Have you seen it?
I watched the pilot episode because everyone was talking about how good it was, and they were like, it's like Lost. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to watch it. I had nightmares about that first episode for months. I was so
What
scarred.
I'm hearing
You
is
can't
that
watch
I
it.
should never watch
You
it.
cannot watch
No,
this,
no, no.
Chloe.
It's terrifying. But each episode is about each of the siblings, and it's someone's. One of the siblings has passed away. They're at the funeral, and they keep going back to their childhood each episode. There is one episode where it is one shot the whole time, and it is intense.
It's so scary. Like they like tapped into like my worst nightmares of like the version of a haunted house and like brought it to life. I was just like, I still think about it sometimes because there's this shot that like will haunt me forever in the first episode where like she's sleeping and the ghost that's haunting her is just like hovering right
terrifying.
over their face. I was just like,
Terrifying.
like I hate like laying in bed and just thinking there's like someone right
that
here.
is the worst.
Yeah, no.
feeling,
That
the
is
laying in bed and
absolutely
being
not.
scared.
No,
Yeah.
that is terrifying. There is another thing I think Mike Flanagan did. It is a who's the one who wrote it?
Stephen King.
Stephen King.
King.
It's called Gerald's Game. That movie freaked me the fuck out, and never watch it, Christine. Basically, this woman, her husband has a heart attack while they're having sex, and she is handcuffed to the bed, and no one's there, and things start happening, and she can't do anything about it, and it's terrifying.
And she has her.
Oh my
dead
God, what is it
husband.
called?
Jesus.
It's called Gerald's Game.
Ugh.
Okay, Mike Flanagan also did The Haunting of Bly Manor, which is not as scary, but it is way more sad, and it is just, it's such a beautiful story. So if you watch Haunting of Hill House, you could definitely watch Haunting of Bly Manor, and then, of course, The X-Files,
Wait.
which is...
There's one of the ones that the Haunting of Hill House guy did that takes place in a church. I remember Laura talking about it on
Oh
like,
my
Millennial or
God.
something. And
That-
I wanted to watch that
It's a
one.
vampire one. That one is freaky.
I like felt really interested in the. I just remember
you
the
can't watch
description.
it. It's too scary. There is it's I forget. Hold on. Let me look it up. There. So it's set on this island, and a vampire basically comes into town. Midnight Mass.
Yeah,
I
wanted to watch that. one.
And basically just kills everyone in a very scary manner, and you can't escape because they're on an island.
I just realized I look like a frog.
You look like a snake.
I do. I look like a frog.
I can see the frog. It's
because I know. I know. Tragic.
It's okay. We all look like something other than we dressed up.
Okay, do you have anything else you want to add?
Oh, yeah. I think that my favorite thing to binge on Halloween is like all the Disney Channel TV show Halloween
Sweet Life.
episodes. Yeah, Sweet Life, Wizards. They all had specific Halloween
Wizards of
episodes.
Waverly Place was so comfy.
Yeah, like they all had Halloween specific episodes, and they were always so like goofy and fun and just like dumb, scary, which I can deal. So
Yeah. Okay, and our favorite dumb Halloween song, mine is definitely Ghostbusters. Like, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters
It's so catchy.
in the neighborhood.
Mine, I didn't know this until social media, but it's definitely spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah, I didn't know that until social media either.
Then you're really mine.
It's good. It's really good.
It's a good bop.
Mine is the Monster Mash, and
That's
I
a classic.
couldn't believe
Classic.
that the two of you didn't put Monster Mash.
No, I almost did.
Smash.
They did the mash.
I remember being in dance, and we would have special days like right before Halloween, and we would learn a special dance. And
that's fun.
I
The
remember
Monster
the
Mash.
Monster Mash one specifically.
I remember like all the elementary school Halloween parties. It was always like the Monster Mash was on in the background.
I see everyone saying, "What is
What
Chloe supposed to be?" You know that meme that's trending? That's like, my favorite animal is blank.
No.
Oh. Well, my favorite animal is this. Chloe dressed up as a snake frog. Pea.
right, we're gonna wrap this up with a Merry Kiss Cliff.
What's happening with your hands?
Okay. Merry Kiss Cliff. I did like a fall themed vibe because obviously it's our Halloween special. So these are activities that we do in the fall, okay? Going to a pumpkin patch, trick-or-treating, or dressing up.
So, like, this is us as adults.
Yeah. And like but suspend your disbelief if you could go trick-or-treating as an adult.
You can go trick-or-treating at Disneyland if you...
Yeah. Someone put that in the chat.
Yeah.
Oogie boogie.
Oogie boogie.
I'm gonna marry dressing up and kiss pumpkin patch and Cliff trick-or-treating as an adult. Because I don't really eat candy anymore.
Good for you.
I just don't like it. It makes me feel bad inside.
I think I'm going to Cliff Pumpkin Patch because I like apple picking better.
That's valid.
Yeah.
We went apple picking
We
together. It was really
did.
cutie.
And then I'm going to definitely marry dressing up and then kiss trick-or-treating.
I think I'm gonna marry dressing up because I love doing that.
We've all
Obviously.
dressing up.
We all love dressing up. I'm thinking I'm going to kiss going to the pumpkin patch just because it like reminds me of being with my friends.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna Cliff trick or treating
Yeah.
Okay.
We did the same.
because I can go buy stuff. I can go buy candy, which I do every day. So
Yeah. I just have to say the pipeline from being a book girly to loving to dress up is a very clear line. I feel
it's the escapism of it all. The like wanting to be somewhere else and being in
Yeah.
a different universe.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, folks. That was our Halloween spectacular. Thank you all for coming
Spooky,
and
scary
hanging out with us
skeletons and
today.
visitors on your
We
slide.
hope you have an amazing Halloween weekend. Amazing, safe, delicious Halloween weekend with whoever you're going to be with. We release episodes every single Friday. We are on social media. Our socials are run by Chloe Laverson, the snake today. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at Those Forking Fangirls, on YouTube at Those Forking Fangirls, on TikTok at Those Forking Fangirls, so you never miss an update. And our show is edited by Alex Polis, Natasha Polis, Christine Riccio, and Ricky McBrayer. Our music is by Cole Jenkins with vocals by Heather Traska. And we will be off now to go record Fangirl Tea Time, our extra half-an-hour show for our patrons. And if you want to become a patron, the link is in the show notes to check that out. Thank you all so much for hanging with us, and we will see you next Friday. I'm Christine.
I'm Natasha.
And I'm Chloe.
Bye.